let's move on to QFD. QFD is quality functional deployment. So what we will do is we will cover QFD in the presentation itself, and tomorrow if we get time we will do some practical exercise on QFD. This is a very important, a very useful tool, and I want to really do it in Excel so that you're able to understand the concept of QFD. So we will, like I said, tomorrow at the end of the course we will go through the QFD in the Excel. So we'll try and wrap it up quickly. So QFD, how the house of quality looks like, it looks like something like this. So you have,
right.
So basically the concept of QFD is you can use it in two places. One is when you are trying to find out, from the VOC to how you would meet the customer VOC. And second is when in the improve phase, when you're trying to find out the solutions. So you have identified what is the root cause. Now you need to brainstorm on the solution. You need to find out, what is the solution which can help you eradicate the problem, right? That is also when you can use the QFD. So how it works is you have on the left hand side you have the VOC. What is it that the customer wants? The importance rating, and then how is, what are the various parameter or what are the various factors which can help you in achieving what the customer wants. And if there are more than one how, the correlation between one how and the other how, one how and the other how. And then competition, something about the competition, how is competition catering to that particular customer need. Okay, and then the importance, then you calculate some kind of score, the importance rating for that particular how, and then who would do it and what is going to be the target of for that particular measurable how. So let me just show you. Okay, they haven't covered that in detail. So this is what has been covered in the presentation, but then like I said, we will do that and we will practically do that. In fact, let's do it right now and it'll be easier because let me just take the example. You were part of the project on average handling time, right?
Correct.
Okay, so let's say when you were trying to improve the average handling time, right? So what was the factors which were impacting on the high handling time, or what was the factor that you found out which are leading to high handling times?
High after call work.
Okay, after call work. Okay, what else?
Oh boy. Not following the process for handling a call.
Okay, so I'm saying process adherence. Let's take one more, that's it.
Trying to think of what else. High hold times.
High hold times. Okay, so we got what we wanted. So this is what. Okay. Now this particular portion is going to be how. So we will say how 1, how 2, and how 3. Okay. So let's try and see. So and in fact, just 1 second. Okay. So there is a relationship rating, or you can say impact rating. Okay. So if it's a weak impact, we'll give it a rating of 1. If it's a medium, we'll give it a rating of 3. And if it's a high, we can give it a rating of 9. Okay, now what is the impact? After call work, so we'll understand uh, what is the solution that we can put for after call work. How can we reduce it?
Solution for after. I want to say wasting time is part of it.
Okay. How can we ensure that people don't waste time? So there can be quite a few levels of QFD. So let me just put it here: wasting time. Okay.
Okay.
What else? Rather, before we move on there, wasting time. What is the relationship of wasting time with after call work? I mean, does it have a very weak impact on after call work time, or it has a medium or it has a high impact?
Probably high.
Right. Let's give it 9 here. Oh, okay. What else can impact after call work?
Type of call.
The type of call will impact, but how can you impact the after call work? So when we are trying to devise a solution, we know that after call work time is high. We know one is wasting time. We have to do something about it. What else?
Process for follow-up process, maybe.
So let me just write follow-up process. My spellings are not wrong. My typing is pathetic.
Can't get the keys. I understand.
All right. So follow process. What is the impact level? Medium, high, weak?
Probably medium.
Okay. What do you mean by follow process?
Wrap up of the call. You got to make notes, or you have to finish scheduling something or something like that.
Oh, okay. Okay. After call works. Okay. Right. Okay. So let me now ask you, wasting time is impacting on after call work. Is it impacting on process adherence as well?
Does it? Probably not. Probably be a 1.
Okay. Okay, let's give it a 1. Let's say very weak impact. How about wasting time whole time?
Probably let's say it's a 9. Let's say it's also a problem there.
Okay. Oh, okay. How about follow process? Is it a problem with process adherence as well?
Yes.
So remember, the main solution that we have put in is for after call work, but this solution is also impacting on this and this.
Correct.
Right? So we're trying to establish relationship. Follow process, we're saying process adherence is a problem, right? 9?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, how about whole time?
3.
Okay. Let's say now for process adherence, what can be the solution?
What's probably
I would say training.
Yeah, so it's documenting or improving that. Yeah, training. Yeah.
Creating a SOP, standard operation procedure.
Yep, absolutely.
Right, and probably pasting it on the workstation.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Sure.
Okay. And so would it have any impact on after call work time?
Sure.
Okay. 1 or 3?
Let's go 3.
Okay. How about process adherence? Big impact?
Yeah, absolutely. 9. Yep.
Full time?
Maybe a 3.
Maybe a 3. Perfect.
Yeah, maybe a 3. Yeah.
Right. What else? Can have impact on process adherence. So I would say audits to check. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
Sure. Check to see if they're following the process.
Right, right. So I'll just put in under audits. Would it have any impact on after call work time?
Shouldn't.
Okay, let's give it 1. Process adherence,
Yeah, it should. Probably a 9.
9. And how about high hold time?
Probably, yeah, probably a 9. It would.
Okay, okay.
Talking about like quality audits, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's put another one and that's it. Because remember, we are not doing the project, we're just doing the example. So,
Mm-hmm.
okay, how about high hold time?
High hold time. Maybe training. Maybe it's a training issue. Maybe it's they
Maybe
put
it's
the
a
customer on hold because they don't know how to do what they need to do.
right, right. Or it's a behavioral issue,
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
right? That can be feedback, RISM, yes, feedback mechanism, right? So I would give it 9. And just for example, I will give, okay, I have taken the privilege of updating some of the ratings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see now what we have. So these are all the hows that I've highlighted in green.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and these are all the whats. That is what is it that I wanted. So what we have done, imagine if we would have been doing a real-time project and if we are sitting with the team, right, and trying to do the brainstorming and what is the solution for this, right, and we got these solutions and we took down the rating. So if you add everything, okay, so what is happening now is after all has been catered to, it has got 42 score, right? So there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
solution that we have put in which is impacting on high hold time, but then there's little solutions which are impacting on after call work time. So we know that we need to work on this area, so that we put in something so that it increases the score. So let me just put in a solution X, Y, Z 931. Okay. Right. So it has improved the score a bit. So all three should be very close to each other, ideally. Because what it means is that we have looked at each and every one. Okay, now, and if you look at these, if you sum everything here, it is giving us the importance rating. So we know audits and wasting time is giving us the maximum score. So there's a max. This should be the topmost priority for us to implement.
Okay.
Right? Because audit is high on impact here, high on impact here. The overall score got by audit is quite high as compared to others. Wasting time, right? So we'll come to wasting time in a second. And then after this, it should be follow-up, SOP pasting, and then training mechanism, XYZ, all that. So it is giving us a prioritization matrix. Which solution should I be prioritizing in implementation? Should I prioritize in implementation? This is giving us completeness matrix. Have we completely looked at all the solutions, or did we leave out anything? Okay. Now this is a matrix that I'm trying to create. wasting time and follow-up, does it have any, these two solutions, do they have any relationship with each other?
To have relationship. As far as the activity that they're doing? Sure.
Right. So if it's a positive relationship, you put in plus or you give it a rating again, and like that, wasting time and SOP pacing. So it will look like a house, something like this.
Right. Yeah.
Where is the house gone? Yeah. Sorry. This, something like this. Right. So there you can show the correlation between each and every act. So for example, you want to implement a software, right, and you have another factor called cost. So there will be a negative relation between that software and the cost, right? So you know that that is the area that you need to be careful about. So this is how a QFD is prepared. Now, if you look at it here, wasting time, is obviously wasting time cannot be a solution that, stop wasting time or we don't let people waste time. How do we do that? Right. So this can become a what in the next QFD. Okay. And there can be
right.
How to take care of this.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to keep on drilling down till the time you get the actionable one, actionable factor. Training you can do. So you can define a target, 2 training every month, measurable, right?
Right.
1 audit a week, measurable. SOP pasting on workstation, probably it cannot be measured, but right, feedback mechanism, documented report, highlighting the feedback or audit score. There's something on these lines. At the rate month. There we go. We have made it a CTQ, something which is measurable. Okay, so QFD would have level, you can have, so it is also called house of quality. So you can have level 1, then you can have level 2, 3, and 4. So what they say is generally, there are 4 levels of house of quality, but then it totally depends. See, all these tools, so the one that I'm telling you right now, the one that I've shown you, this is not something, which has been defined in text like this, in books like this. This is something that you can customize as well. So tomorrow, if you have, suppose you go to the management, you say, management says, no, we are more inclined toward high hold time. Okay, your high hold time is more important to us than anything else. So you can say, you can give it a rating of 3, this 2, and this 1, and then the score that you can calculate, it can be, you can take the weighted average. So you can do something like this. Right, so it will tell you directly tell you, yes, you have catered to this particular your importance rating more, so you're okay with it because the importance rating is high, the score should be high.
Right.
Right, so you can customize these, and this is something, Scott, what I'm trying to explain to you that this particular tool is something that you can customize and you can use everywhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be used in Six Sigma project, but suppose we are trying to, we want to buy a new property, right? What are the various factors that we can evaluate? It can come in here, right? So anything, it is something, it is a tool, it's a great tool which can be used anywhere, be it professional, personal, everywhere. Okay, so that is also quality or quality functional deployment for you. And then we have covered about, CTQ tree and everything. Now the project wise.